Hello everyone, this is Tsubomi and today is the 25th of June. I am here today with an English yew that I bought from a nursery. This is a species that I wanted to have in my collection for a long time, but I was never able to find one small enough and with the right characteristic. Usually I find these big specimens that are probably meant to be part of an edge and that are totally out of my price cap. But finally I was lucky enough to get this one. In this video I will show you what to do when you have to do the first work on a new tree that is essentially raw material. First of all, we need to look at it from all different directions and verify the position of the branches, like I am doing now, so that we can define what will be the front. One problem that I am already able to see is this double trunk starting from this point. It will be probably one of the first branches that I will cut. Okay, but now let's try to see from all different directions, like I said before, and verify what is the position of different branch. Then we can start to cut them. For this plant, I envision a windswept style with the tree tilted to the left, like this. Today we will select the best of these low branches and then I will bend them using aluminum wire in order to align them to the new inclination of the trunk. And you can see that these branches are quite elastic, so I don't think that the bend operation will be a problem. Okay, I think that this one can be a good front for the tree. So let's start to remove the unwanted branches. And the first one that I will remove is that double trunk that I saw before. So let's insert the cutter. Okay, it's a bit tough. Oh, okay, here we go. I didn't want a double trunk, so this was an obvious choice. So let's move now to this cluster of branches here at the base of the trunk. You can see that there are way too many branches here, so we can start by cleaning this spot, I think. For example, here I see that there are these two branches that were grown in the same spot and that has this strange Y shape. Okay, I need to decide what to remove. And especially when the tree is in this growing phase, it's better to keep the thinner branches that can grow with the rest of the tree. So that they don't look out of context. Okay. Let's see also in a different position. Yes, okay. I decided to remove this one on the right. Yes, probably it's the better one to remove. Okay, gone. Before going on, let me clean a bit this cut, making it flush with the trunk. And so with these rules in mind, let's proceed to remove some other branches. Let's proceed now to clean a bit this mess of little branches that we have here at the base. This is an important operation to avoid inverse tapering, a condition for which an upper portion of the trunk or a branch becomes thicker than the part below. And this is usually caused by a lot of branches that grow in the same spot. Sometimes even three strong branches in the same spot can cause this problem, so it's better to avoid this by removing as much as possible, usually leaving only two. But let's speed up a bit the video so that we can go directly to the most interesting parts. So, this is the result after the cleaning. Those wounds will heal in no time. Now I will work on the middle portion of the trunk. Here the rules are the same, but we have less branches, so it should be a little simpler. I am also selecting the branches so that they aren't all one over the other, but well spread over the circumference of the trunk, so that the low branches are not shaded out from the upper ones. And this is really important in the general structure of the bonsai, because a lack of light can be a real problem. Think of selecting the branches that you think are the best, and then the lower ones start to weaken and die because of not enough light. I don't think it will be a good situation. But let's continue removing some of these branches. Here we have a case of three branches growing from the same spot, and this can also cause inverse taper, so it is better to remove one of them. Taking into account their position around the trunk, I think that I will remove this one on the left. And I think this is all for the selection of the main branches. Now that we have the main branches sorted out, I think that we can proceed to shorten some of these long ones, so that we can promote the growth of more ramification. So let's see what other we can do. Here, for example, I think that I will remove all this upper part, keeping only the lower branch. This, for example, can be bent later, but also in this case I think it will be better to remove the upper part and keep only this branch already pointing down. In this way I don't have to work too much with the wire, and I think that it will appear more natural in the long run. Just like this. When pruning branches like this one, in order to make the final resin more natural, I think it is usually better to remove the parts that are too straight, and also to choose a point with a downward facing branch like this, removing the other branches that point up. And finally we reached the crown with the apical branch that I will not touch for the moment because I want to thicken the trunk a bit in the next growing season. So, this is the result of the pruning. I would say that half of the branches are gone now. And you can see this is the tree now. A little bare, but it is now on its way to become a bonsai. In the next spring, I plan to repot it and tilt it like this. I will now proceed to apply the wire off camera because I think that this video is already too long as is, but maybe I could do a dedicated video to show you the application of wire, if you like the idea, so let me know. For today this is all, stay tuned for the next video, and until then have a nice day, bye!